Alright guys, so in the last Hypixel Skyblock video, we went ahead and did a little bit of a minion test to compare whether AFKing magmas was still the best money-making method post-nerf, or if clay minions had now taken the spot as like the best overall money-making method. Now that video actually ended up doing a lot better than I had initially expected it to. I knew for sure that I was interested in finding out what types of minions were really good and doing all like the different experiments and stuff to see like what the best combination of minions for your island was, but apparently a lot of you guys were interested in it as well. So today we're going to be continuing with that theme of testing out stuff related to minions, but today we're actually going to be testing out a specific minion upgrade that got a pretty big buff with the 0.7.2 update that released like 3 weeks ago at this point, and that item is actually going to be the minion expander here. Now on like a first look right here, just looking at like the description of the item, this item can be used as a minion upgrade, increases the effective radius of the minion by 1 extra block. Now that seems pretty much useless. In the past, people had used these for like diamond and emerald minions and stuff when they were like manually mining sometimes, because it like helped you get a little bit more materials that way. But for like an AFK farm design, or for like clay minions or something where you're just gonna be letting them do all the work on their own and you're just gonna be collecting the profit, it wasn't really useful. But in that same list of minion changes that included the clay nerfs and the magma nerfs and all that stuff that we discussed in the last episode, there's one little bullet point that says minion expanders now buff minion speed by 5%, which initially just an extra 5% of money does not seem like that much. But when you're talking about like 16, 17, maybe even like 20 minion farms that are making 1 million plus coins a day, we're talking about an extra 50,000 coins a day just from having this one upgrade on your minion. So having that up for a whole week or a whole month, you know, this is going to add up to like millions of coins in the long run. So this is definitely a big deal. And where I think that this actually is the biggest deal is when it comes to an AFK style minion like we have set up here for the magma cubes. Because for these guys, there's no real need for them to have any upgrades at all, right? Like we don't need super compactors on them because they're not collecting the materials themselves when we're AFKing up here. All the materials are just flowing down into the hopper system. Diamond spreading is totally useless on these guys because once again, they're not harvesting the materials themselves, so they won't be able to get any diamonds from that. And so then as you can see here, where that actually comes in like super handy is that we can actually use 2 minion expanders on each of our magma here. Now we have gotten this set up now where it's 8 tier 9 magmas for this farm since the last episode. Obviously right now I don't have them up because I'm going to be testing this in just a second, and I want it to only be testing for 1 magma cube minion because otherwise the math, I guess, gets kind of messy. But in theory, these 2 minion expanders here should be adding an additional 10% efficiency to our minion. So I think last episode we found out that the tier 9 magma cube minion made like 3,500 coins or so in an hour. So in theory today, this thing should make around 3,800 to 3,900 coins, I believe, in an hour. So we'll be looking to see if that prediction holds up here in just a second. But what I also actually want to test in this video is if the minion expander might actually be a better upgrade for the clay minion than the diamond spreading. Because after reading a bunch of comments on the last episode, I realized there are a lot of you out there who still prefer clay minions over magma minions because you do not want to leave your computers on all day, all night, 24/7 to AFK like me and my co-op members are. So for your guys' sake, I will be testing these minion expanders on 2 clay minions as well. You can see I have everything ready to go in my backpack. Obviously for the second minion upgrade though, we're not going to be using like an additional minion expander or additional diamond spreading. We're just going to be using super compactor 3000 because like you don't really want to use clay minions without these. And then I will also be putting enchanted charcoal on them because I don't have enchanted lava buckets, and enchanted charcoal is pretty cheap to get. So I figure that you guys will probably be using this at the bare minimum. And if you have the enchanted lava buckets, you'll probably be using those. Now, one small problem here is our minion rooms are actually set up for non-minion expander minions. Now, I don't think this is actually going to matter because we don't actually really care about that extra 1 block radius for the minion. All we care about is the extra speed. So we got that guy placed down. We will now place down the diamond spreading one, and we should be good to go. In all fairness, this guy did start like 2 seconds before and got an extra 4 clay. So if it comes down to like a difference of 12 coins, then you'll know what caused that there. But yeah, those 2 clay guys look all set up and ready to go. The good thing is today, we're not comparing magma versus clay, so I don't need to be too worried about rushing all the way over here super quickly to clear out the chests. And I think we have not cleared these out in a while, so I'm probably going to have a lot of work to do here. Yeah, as you can see, the magma cream is actually stacked up almost to the very top chest. it's like already in this hopper down here. So I got a little bit of work to do clearing all this stuff out. Okay, we got quite a bit on the other side as well. All right, so everything is cleared out now. There might just be like 1 or 2 magma cream flowing in that hopper system right there from the minion spawning in right now. But as you can see, all these sides are completely cleared out. And yeah, we'll go ahead and grab that last one from that minion. And we will set my timer once again for 1 hour, just like we did in the last episode. And I will be back when that timer ends so that we can see how this experiment is going to turn out. All right, guys, it has now been 1 hour since I set that timer. So I'm going to go ahead and do the magma cream first. And just by taking a look at how much we have here, I think this is going to be kind of insane. So you can see right now in my purse, I got 0 coins. So we're going to go ahead. We will sell all this to the merchant here. And we'll see how much it gives us for it. Yep, that's what I thought. 4,200 coins in just an hour with only 1 tier 9 magma minion. So yeah, I think that about makes sense with the results we got the last video. I think last time we did about 3,750 in an hour without any upgrades at all on the minion, so an additional 10%, that seems about right. But what's crazy about that is that means that 1 magma minion in a day now is going to be over 100,000 coins. So if you've gone crazy on your minion slots and have like 19 or 20 of them, you could be making 2 million coins a day with an AFK magma farm, which is crazy to think about considering everybody thought magma cubes had like gotten hit with some huge nerf, but they might even be better than ever now. And again, that's only tier 9s, I guess, too. I mean, I gotta go check my island right now. What would the time go down to if I actually got this thing upgraded to tier 11? Okay, so if I go to combat, magma cream, magma cube minion. So right now with the tier 9, we're on 22 seconds for time between action. With the tier 11, it goes down 4 seconds to 18 seconds. But since we have the enchanted charcoal and the 2 minion expanders, this one's actually down all the way to 16.55 seconds. So I mean, I think if we got this thing to tier 11, its time between actions should be down to like 12.5 seconds or even less maybe. That seems way too low, but I mean, yeah, that would be like an additional 25% increase. I don't know, guys. I kind of want to test it out in the future with the tier 11 magma cream. Let me know if that's something that you guys would want to see, like trying to max out the most money we can possibly make in like a 24-hour period or something. Because getting these things at tier 11 might end up being pretty interesting. But yeah, there you go, 4,200 coins from the tier 9 magma minion with the 2 minion expanders. That is crazy. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the clay here. Now keep in mind, these ones have been up for like over an hour. This guy actually got placed down first, so we'll go ahead and do him first. So he got 4 stacks of enchanted clay and 48 regular clay. So once again, you can see I have 0 coins in my purse. We're gonna go ahead and sell it to the merchant, and that is going to be 2,000 coins, so pretty respectable there. I think last time without diamond spreading on the tier 11 clay minion, we made about 1,700, so definitely an improvement over not having any upgrade at all there. 2,064, but we will see if that actually ends up being an improvement over the diamond spreading one. After seeing that quick peek a second ago when I first opened up his inventory, I have a feeling it's not going to be, because a stack of diamonds is definitely a lot for an hour. I guess so these guys were up for about 10, maybe even 15 minutes longer than the magma cube minion, because I did spend all that time clearing out the magma cube minion chest and combining it all into enchanted magma cream. But if I go ahead and sell all this stuff now, oh yeah, it's not even close, 2,500 coins. So diamond spreading for clay minions is definitely the way to go. If that's what you're using, if you're still going with the non-AFK design. But I mean, now this shows even the difference between a clay minion with diamond spreading, like which is basically a maxed out clay minion, versus an AFK magma cube, is still a pretty huge gap. I mean, we're looking at about 1,700 coins per hour, and like I said, the clay minions were up for about 10 to 15 minutes longer, so we're even probably looking at closer to like an 800 or 900 coin difference between the two every single hour. But yeah, I guess there are the results. If after last episode you went ahead and started setting yourself up a magma cube minion farm, then you also probably want to go ahead and add 2 minion expanders to it. It is not an expensive crafting recipe at all. If I go to the collection, you will see all it takes is 16 enchanted quartz and 2 enchanted redstone dust. So not an expensive thing to craft at all, and as you just saw there, it can make you a lot of extra money per day. So I think this pretty much establishes by far now that AFKing magma cubes is the way you want to go if you're trying to make the most money possible. Obviously, if you can't AFK like for a decent amount of the day though, Clay minions are still a viable option, but you're definitely losing out on some profit there. But now that that's settled, I think in the next video, I want to go ahead and see if there's a non-AFK minion that can compete with Clay. And as you might be able to tell by how I have my other minions set up at the moment, I have a suspicion that Tarantula minions could end up being better than Clay. So I think that's my plan for what we will be looking at in my next video. So let me know if you guys like that idea, or if there's something else you would rather see me do for my next video, or in a future video at all. Definitely let me know down in the comments section below. We did finally hit 40k subs, guys, so thank you very, very much for that. I am very, very appreciative for all the support you guys have been showing recently. I think our goal now is going to have to be to hit 50k by the end of the year. So if you guys are not subscribed already, make sure you go ahead and do so. And also go ahead and turn on post notifications so that you get notified about my uploads and streams as soon as they are happening. And yeah, I think that's all I have for you guys today. So once again, thanks for watching, thanks for the support, and I will see you guys in my next video, hopefully very, very soon, testing out those Tarantula minions and seeing if they can compete against Clay. So yeah, I'll see you guys then. Peace.